Okay, Mike. Kakunma. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Listen, man, we on a roll, man. Last video got 700 views. Woohoo! Nah, guys, welcome back. If you guys are new to the channel, I decided that this month I wanted to upload some content regarding mental health awareness because it is May and it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm currently taking my mental health and making it a priority. So during this time, I figured, you know what? Why won't I just share some things with you guys that I've learned in my life, as well as what I'm learning right now, being in the period that I am right now. And today's topics is going to be about, what can I? It's going to be about validation and not seeking approval from other people, right? And the reason I say this because my life timeline in terms of career success or what the society deems successful has looked something like this, right? So I've gotten great success, lost it, got it again, higher than it, lost it again, got higher than that and lost it again. Like it's been like an upwards trend line, upwards trend. If you look like financial statistic data analysis, like it's been in the upwards trend line. But I know what it feels like to be at the highs and then be at the lows. And I'm telling you, man, especially my fellas, right, my guys, like, do not seek people's validation. Do not seek approval from people, because I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody hops on your dick when you're at the top, but when you lose it all, ghost town. And for a long time, I kind of like held this against people, right? Like I always felt like, yo, man, people just, how can people be this way? But the truth of the matter is, it's just, I don't know if it's just, I think it's just human nature, man. It's just human nature, and I think you shouldn't really judge people from that. Like, because listen, the only people that's gonna really love you is first and foremost is you. It's you, then it's gonna be your inner circle. That may be your parents, that may be your siblings, that may be your children if you have any. The one person that I know that's gonna love me unconditionally no matter what is gonna be myself, first and foremost, then my son, and then some certain family members. But everybody else, man, you gotta stop looking for the approval and validation from them. Just stop. Okay, once you're up, they're gonna be like, yo, Frankie, yo, you did this, yo, man, yo, come do this with this, yo, I got this going on, yo, come, yo, can you pop out, can you do this? But when you going through it, especially like, I've seen it, especially this time when I put my whole, I pretty much, for me, my own personal growth, I wanted to face the fear, walk towards the fear, and pretty much just air out my battles and struggles for the world to see, so I can get over that fear. Because for me, my struggles was really eating me up because I was so silent about it, and I was just like, yo, screw this, I don't give a crap. It was when I got to the point where I was like, I don't give a F what people think, right? Because I know me. I know I'm gonna get to where I want to get to, and it's gonna be the same cycle over again. They're gonna be hopping back on my nuts. But the only difference is this time, I've worked on myself. I've done inner work. Like I said, I've been, my whole life has been like that, right? Like I've been successful in other industries, and I've had great success in them, and then I've lost it. Well, I don't like to say lost it. Lost it means as though it's outside of my control. Even this YouTube thing I walked away from it, I would say. I didn't lose it, I walked away from it. I mean, it's tomatoes, right? You're still not where you used to be at, right? But my point is this, like, I've seen it happen over and over again. And so I'm able to endure it and not let it faze me. But somebody might be out there, like, maybe you may have lost it all and you're trying to get it right back, you know what I mean? Or you may be, maybe you never had your first win yet. You maybe never had your first W yet. So for those people, man, live your life the way you want to live it. Don't seek validation and approval from other people, all right? Because I promise you, the validation that you want, it's empty, man. It's empty. I promise you, man. Once you going through some kind of struggle, or you're unable to provide the way you used to provide for people, or if being associated with you in some ways diminishes the I guess the value. Like people don't want to be seen with you, essentially. Like once people don't want to be seen with you or something like that, it's like, oh, okay. You start to realize, like, man, listen, man, this is just a game, and people just clout thirsty. They're chasing clout. They want clout. They want status. And it's funny because I never really cared about none of that. I never cared about it, and it just always found me. I never wanted to be popular. It just always found me to be popular. I just ended up being popular. I always ended up being liked. I never really cared for these things. At one time I did, and perhaps because in my early age, that meant so much to me, and like I really wanted to be embraced and accepted by my peers, that I always put myself out there and put myself out there in the most like, what's the word I'm looking for? I always put myself out there in a way which would basically be impossible to dislike, right? Like how can you dislike a yes man? How can you dislike someone that never says no? How do you dislike someone that's just always... But like, as you grow older, you get more experience, you realize, yo, they're gonna like you. They're not gonna like you either way. And the reason that they like you for is not genuinely for you. Like, don't get me wrong. There's people that's really gonna like you for you. They're gonna like you for your energy. They're gonna like you for the life-giving energy that you provide. But in a way, it's still kind of selfish because, like, once you're unable for whatever reason to provide that same vibrant energy, instead of, you know, them trying to lift you up, and they just really just ghost you. And again, man, I've seen this happen over and over again. And this is why I'm telling you, don't care about people. You know, I don't hold it against people because I believe it truly is human nature. It's human. It's a facet of human nature, right? It's just, I'm not mad at people that kind of like operate that way, because I think it is an element of human nature. But at the same time, the purpose isn't to kind of like demean that behavior, because I don't think it's a behavior that you can eradicate. I think people are gonna always be that way. It's just how it is. Through my experience, that's how I always seen it. But what you can do is just stop putting so much faith in humanity. Stop putting so much faith in other people. Keep faith in yourself. Keep faith in your God. Keep faith in things that are constant in your life. Those are the things that keep faith in. Don't keep faith in like clout, social media, following, popularity, who's who, who's what. Man, I've been there, man. I've been there. I've done that. I've seen it. I've seen it come and go. I'm used to it by now. I see all that. And the thing is, I won't say anything because I understand it's the game. Like, this is funny. The people that get back on your nuts after the fact, I'm like, hey, I'll act like it's all good. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? You know what I mean? But in my mind, they show me who they are already. They show me who they are already. They show me like, okay, if once you good, we good. Once you're not good, we not good. You know, like, if you doing good, yeah, what's up? Oh. Once you're not doing good, yeah, you know, man, I got things to do. You know, this is not really working out. And it is what it is. So that's the message for today's video, guys. Don't seek validation from other people, man. I'm telling you, and a lot of us, and especially me, it's subconscious programming that you have to first identify the loop, and then you have to destroy the loop, reprogram it. Because if you're anything like me, growing up, it was extremely difficult to fit in, maybe, or, you know, the cards you were dealt with, or whatever the case may be, and you kind of had this way of figuring out, like, it was a survival mechanism. You figured out, you created your personality, you became this individual because you realized, okay, this is what's effective, and it was effective during that time in your early adolescence. Now as an adult, it's holding you back. And it's holding me back, and I've had to realize this personally, like, it's holding me back in the ways that I really need to grow in. Because a lot of times, man, like, I really, like, look at these people, I'm just like, I see right through a lot of people, man. I have this awareness, like, I see through you. I may look at you, I may not show, but trust me, all this is working. My gut intelligence, my heart intelligence, my microbiome, the nervous system, everything, my pores, I can feel it. I can feel your energy. I know who you are. I'm looking right through you. But, you know, just like you're playing the game, I'm playing the game. I see what you want, and I know what I want. And, you know, like I said, it's a part of the game. I don't hold it against people, but the whole point of this video is to remind people, like, yo, man, you're just a pawn. In other people's lives, you're just a pawn, and you just have to Stop putting so much faith in mankind. But this really goes for the people who are really passionate or really sensitive to energy, or more of empaths. Because I am an empath as well. Like I'm inherently like an empathetic person. Like I have a lot of empathy towards people. That's also why I have to stay off social media these days, because I mean it's horrible. It's horrible on social media these days. But I'm really empathetic, and like you could really feel, like I could really feel people's energy, and I would like to think like I'm good natured. Like, you know, I don't really want something from people. Like, don't get me wrong, I do want things from people sometimes, but like sometimes, and most of the time, I'm just chilling, right? I'm just chilling. Like if it's business, okay, it's business, all right? Of course, business, a proper business transaction is like you want something, I want something. That's fine. I'm talking about the people that just come in and they come in and they act like, you know, their family, or they come in and they act like, you know, oh yeah, this is, but once you don't have it, they're gone. And don't let it hurt you, man. Don't let it get to you. Just keep your head down, stay focused, keep building, and just expect the cycle to come back around. Once you get back up there, when you achieve the thing that you want to achieve, and you're in the place in life where you want to be at, people are gonna come at, and then come on, how many rappers or how many celebrities tell you about this, right? They tell you their struggle story. Everybody it's nobody is above this law. Like when you don't have nothing going on, you don't have any attention on you, you don't have any popularity, people are just gonna overlook you. But once you have it, people are gonna come flocking to you. Rappers talk about this all the time, musicians. Nobody's above this law. Not I and not you. So you just gotta see it for what it is, and just understand that these people, a lot of these people are just temporary people. They're temporary people, and don't make them permanent. Do not make them permanent. I think that's where people mess up. They try to make temporary people permanent, and it just doesn't work that way, man. That's where you really screw yourself up, because when you're down and out, and these people leave you hanging dry, you're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna feel horrible, man. You're gonna feel horrible, man. And for me, I learned that I developed this self-love during this time alone that is unshakable. It's unshakable. I now look to nobody else but myself. You know, myself, my son, my family members, my key family members. Like that's it. That's my tribe. You know, it's me and my tribe. And my tribe ultimately begins with me. Like I'm a tribe within my tribe, you know? And you gotta know how to stand alone and just be in your own bubble. And there is a difference between like standing on your own and being alone in a healthy way, and then isolating yourself out of fear and all this other stuff that it is very true. Like people like running away and avoiding things. That's fear motivated. That's not love and like leaning into love and leaning into self-exploration. These are two totally different things. Right? You got to be able to know that, all right, isolation in the name of self-love and exploration and time away and healing, that's good. That's supported by the universe. That's supported by God. That's supported by everything good and bountiful. But when you're like in fear and you're just running away, you're failing to address issues and you're not, no, like I isolated myself to confront my issues, to really get to see like, who am I without the people? Who am I when nobody's around? Who am I when I don't have anything? Who am I when... And it's a very powerful thing, you know, when you have that moment to really be alone and to really take time alone. Because the truth of the matter is, this is my first time being alone ever. I've always had somebody around. Somebody associated with somebody. Somebody's in my space. And even now, like I have a very magnetic energy. Like I tend to attract people. Like I could literally just be minding my business. I'm telling you like this. This is how it's been right here. I'm minding my business. I came to this country not knowing anybody. Let's tell you a little story. I came to this country not knowing anybody. Just last year. That was my first time. Spent some months, went back. By the time I came back the second time, first of all, by the time I left the first time, I built so many networks and connections. But I was outside. I ain't gonna lie. I was outside. I was being sociable, right? But I said, all right, this time I really don't want to talk to nobody. Like, I know it's difficult, but Frankie, just don't talk to anybody. Like, don't just do your own, focus on what you're doing, your task, and just focus on yourself. And don't, because the main agenda I had was just trying to shatter the image of the false self, this identity that I've built for the 29 years I've been alive. I'm just trying to kind of like at least see what it's like on the other side. Like, see what it's like to really be alone. See what it's like to really not have people around you. To not have, you know, this validation kind of mechanism working where it's like you feel validated by association. You feel validated by material success. Like, what is it like to just simply just exist? So I embarked on that journey, and I've been here, but still, even, I'm telling you, I mind my business. I'm in a coffee shop. I'm just doing just local, just very basic things, like common things, and just people will still find ways to introduce themselves, still find ways to talk to me, still find ways to, and before you know it, half the town knows who I am, and before you know it, I'm getting invited to this, I'm doing that. And so I say that to say, like, I know I have a magnetic energy in general, but you know, just time alone just really was very helpful for me, and it's gonna be helpful for you if that's the type of personality you've built yourself, where it's like you've always been the guy that's everybody knows, and you're the people's people, right? You're outside, you're in the parties, and you know everybody, but you need to know how yourself, because you need to be by yourself, because let's just say you're unable to give people what is it that they want from you, they're gonna leave you alone, man. They're gonna leave you alone. So that's it for today's video. Don't seek validation from people. Don't seek approval. Approve yourself. I'm self-approved. Approve yourself. Know that you got the goods. Know that confidence and self-confidence is really what moves the needle in anything that you do. People will treat you the way you treat yourself, and how you feel about yourself. If something keeps happening to you, okay, this is the God honest truth. If something keeps happening to you, if something keeps experiencing your current human experience, you have to take a closer look at yourself, all right? You may not have realized it, but there's something that you're giving off to people. There's something that's being projected from your avatar or whatever, and people are picking that up, and they keep treating you that way. And until you figure out what that thing is, it's gonna keep on happening, and you have to correct it. So yeah, to everybody out there that's working on themselves, I wish you the best in 2024. Continue to work on yourself, because honestly, I'm telling you, as someone that's constantly been successful, lost it, had success, material success, lost it again, had clout, lost it, had clout again, had lost it. It's unfulfilling, bro. It's not. That's not what you want. It's not going to make you happy. You got to go deeper. I think self-improvement, a lifelong journey of constant self-improvement, constant growth is really where it's at in terms of true happiness and true confidence. So as long as you're on that path, or wherever you're on right now, if you're on the path of constantly looking to improve every single day, constantly looking to be better, then you're on the right path, all right? See you next time. Peace.